The year 2000, when all this issue came about, and the industry really was new at this, how to tackle this, because most of the people in the industry were not aware of how we connect diamonds to conflict, and diamonds don't kill, weapons kill. So diamonds, of course, cannot kill. That was the claim of many, many people in the industry. And we had, of course, first of all, to convince the industry that there's a problem and we have to do something about it. And then, of course, we had to bring all the industry together, then to bring the governments together. And that was no easy task. But we had some sample of some work that was done because the Belgian industry, through Marco Lachto, started working at Sierra Leone and established a certification program already. Before we started, we had already something there. So when we look at history, I, of course, appointed Mark immediately to the technical committee, and he, together with Boyagia, came basically with the same certification system that we use today in the Kimberley Process. The only difference, it took 3 years to agree on it, because every country had to put a comma or a period, but essentially we got the same certification program in place. So Mark, you deserve a lot of credit, and then also, of course, the HRD, at that time it was the HRD that was behind you and put all the funding there and all the help there. They also deserve a lot of credit. So we need to give you, let's applaud Mark for. So then we had to go and convince many countries, you know, and the United States was vehemently opposed. I mean, today they seem to be on the right side, but at the beginning they said we cannot start rolling back and starting to have controls. We want to decontrol businesses. We don't want more controls. So we had to go from senator to senator, from congressman to congressman, to lobby to put controls on the industry. And that is unprecedented. That's unheard of. The industry will ask for controls. And we were eventually successful, but the United States came on board in 2003. We started the year 2000. And then we had a problem with Australia. We're not talking about those not so good countries. We're talking about the good countries. We had problems with that. But finally we got everybody to agree. In the year 2003, we finally had control system in place, which is working till today very, very effectively. Contrary to what you may hear, that Kimberley Process doesn't have teeth. Ask Zimbabwe if we don't have teeth. For 9 months, they weren't allowed to export. In the St. Petersburg agreement, which was done a couple of months ago in St. Petersburg at the World Diamond Council meeting, we allowed them just 2 shipments to be exported under control, under monitoring control, with a lot of restrictions, and that's it. So for when people say the KP is weak, doesn't have teeth, let them talk to Zimbabwe. Now, we still have many challenges. We're not saying that the system is perfect, but we have done so much to make this thing workable. We have committees that deal in this on a daily basis. The World Diamond Council is seeking reforms to make the KP a much better KP, where we will have a secretariat, we'll have some professional people running it, where new chairmen come into to their office, they have some kind of professional support ready to give them the support they need, rather than have everything done voluntarily. Being in China, I must say that the system here works extremely well, and the Chinese government has been very, very constructive in participating in all relevant committees of the Kimberley Process, and usually have played a very, very both significant role and a helpful role. So this could never have been done without the cooperation of all countries, with the very strong support of the United Nations. And of course, CIBJO has played a vital role here too, as you heard Gaetano speak. I mean, every Congress, he imparts the necessary information to the jewelers, how vitally important is that every jeweler makes sure that the diamond he purchases are bought from reliable place and that they are conflict-free, and he can attest to it with documentations. So I think that role has been very, very helpful, and we could never do it without the jewelry industry. So I think the World Diamond Council that has virtually everyone as a member of. I mean, we have the miners in it, we have the retailers, and in the middle all the manufacturers, and everybody is there for the same purpose, is to make sure that diamonds are not tainted. And I'm very proud to say that we have succeeded in doing so. Of course, with some challenges left, but we could pat ourselves in the back and say bravo to all of us that we have met the challenge, although we have more challenges to meet.